Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about artists and we're going to talk about interior design artists. Okay, so interior design is the art and science of enhancing the interior of a building to achieve a healthier and more aesthetically pleasing environment for the people using the space. An interior designer is someone who plans, researches, coordinates, and manages such enhanced projects. Interior design is a multifaceted profession that includes conceptual development, space planning, site inspections, programming, research, communications with the stakeholders of a project's construction management, and execution of the design. So there's a lot of work that goes into it to be an interior design. But before all that goes, you have to have a conceptual understanding of the elements of art. So we're going to look at some pictures here. So here we have Vincent van Gogh's The Bedroom. And I just love it because it's him drawing his bedroom. It's a great way to start to learn one-point perspective and go from there. Here's an example that you can see is using one-point perspective, and you can see the walls. Here we have a more like the bunk beds. I love the bunk beds and the couch and the computer. This looks more realistic, like a little messy bedroom. This is a great way to show one-point perspective in designing. Here you can notice the tiles are going back. It's still using one point. It's got a little bit more fun creativity going on. I love the flames in the picture and the lettering. It's wonderful. Okay, here we have one added with color. Color really kind of cleans it up, pulls it all together because it is a complicated design. And when you add color to it, it kind of separates the sections and really pulls you into the space rather than all the lines. Here you can see those vanishing points going to the vanishing point line. That's everything is either horizontal, which is side to side, vertical, which is up and down, or back to that vanishing point. Okay, so you see the back wall and then you see all the sides, the ceiling, and the floor. Here's another one, putting in more details. Always use a ruler, a straight edge. That makes it kind of show the details. This one, they're adding more value into it. So here you're working up all this. This takes a lot of time to put on all these details, and then you add in like value instead of color. That works. So I'm going to show you in fast motion. I'm going to be drawing a bedroom that's back here, if you can see that. And then I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to go step by step showing you how to set up your back wall and your sides and your ceiling and your floor so that you can create inside a room like your bedroom. All right, let's get going. This is my drawing in fast motion. After I draw it in fast motion, I will slow it down and I will explain it step by step. But basically, everything goes back to the vanishing point or it's drawn normal. The back wall is drawn normal, but the side walls, we have to create that illusion that it's going into depth. It's all about being that flat 2D paper, making it 3D. Interior design, designing inside of a room. One of the things with drawing is you have to be a magician and you have to create the illusion on a blank piece of paper. This is really easy once you figure it out, but until you figure out the rules, it's kind of confusing. We're going to be using one-point perspective, and a couple tricks I'm going to show you is the most important thing is to find your vanishing point. On this picture, the vanishing point is here, and then you can see all of the lines coming out from that direction, or they are drawn horizontal, or they are drawn vertical. All right, so step one, we are going to fold our paper a little tricky. What I want to do is create a line from this corner to that corner. So I'm going to very carefully kind of fold it, and this takes some patience. Don't squish it real quick until you see those edges lined up, and then squish. That's one way. Now I'm going to go this way. Once again, I'm going to take that fold to that point. Don't squish it yet. Oops, I'm way off over here. So I'm going to take that, and you're going to have to like be gentle with it. Wait till your lines. Let's see, I got that one point, got it to that point, and then squish. So what I have here is I found the exact middle of the page, And I am going to make that my vanishing point. So I'm going to go ahead and put a point in there. Okay, now I'm going to draw with a Sharpie so you can see me better. Okay, so here's my vanishing point. Now over here you can't see my vanishing point. I erased that with my pencil. Next, you're going to use a straight edge. I like to use a folded piece of paper because then I know that this is a 90-degree angle to help me with my verticals and my horizontal lines. You can use a ruler, but sometimes rulers go crooked. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my back wall. So what I want to do is line up this flush with the side over here. And then from that fold point to that fold point, I make my line. Then I'm going to make this side of the wall. So I take this and I go flush with that page using that 90-degree angle so that I know I am completely vertical when I draw that side of the wall. Then I'm going to come over here and I am going to, once again, use this area right here to make sure that my paper is lined up vertical. Over here, so you can use any part of the page, but see that's a 90-degree angle, and that means that I am completely vertical when I draw it down this way. All right, so now I have my back wall set up. Okay, now I'm going to start to get creative. I'm going to start first with a bed. And my bed part, my headboard, I'm going to make this kind of horizontal, okay? And then my sides of it, my posts on the sides are going to be vertical. So I'm going to go ahead. Notice here, where's that 90-degree angle edged up? Because that's where a lot of people have problems with, is they have that not go in there. Okay, and I'm going to make it a little decorative maybe. And then I'm going to put where my head goes in. Now this is where you're going to notice, okay, I'm not going to see those poles. Those are going to get erased. So just imagine that my Sharpie is not there. I'm going to line up with that vanishing point. You see that? And I'm going to come out with my bed, right like that. I'm going to come out with from the vanishing point, line it up to the vanishing point, and I'm going to come out. And then I'm going to make it horizontal. I'm going to end my bed here. I'm going to draw that one all the way. And then, of course, the foot of the bed is going to be vertical. And this one's going to be vertical. Okay, and then my bed covering's a little wavy. Now, if I hadn't used a Sharpie, I would, of course, erase all of this stuff in here. So maybe I just have a black bedspread now, right? So that's where, you know, if you make a mistake, you got to figure out a creative way to fix it. So now I've got a black bedspread on my bed. I'm going to put in maybe this is a wrought iron bed. Okay, now I'm going to have to put in my walls. Here's my side wall. Okay, so to create that, there's that vanishing point from the corner. It also happens to be right on the fold. And that's why I had you fold it, because it's kind of a easy way to get it set up. But you could actually start it and go off of your vanishing point from any direction. This is just an easier way so that we all are kind of on the same page. And as you get better, you'll understand it more. So now I have my back wall, my two side walls, my ceiling, and my floor, and I have a bed already put in. Okay, if I want to put in a window, the top of the window, here's my vanishing point, line it up, top of the window goes back to that. Then the bottom of the window goes to be lined up to the vanishing point and goes back. See that? And then the sides of the window are vertical. Sides of the window are vertical. Once again, if I had a pencil, I can erase that. Oops. Okay? Now, let's say I wanted to create a closet. All right, so the opening of my closet needs to be vertical. So notice I lined it up with the edge of the page to make sure that I can draw a vertical line. The top of the closet is going to go back to this vanishing point. So I'm going to line that up like that. Now, if this is turning and that's a room, this is going to be horizontal. I'm just gonna go, maybe that's going into a whole nother room. And then this is horizontal. And to make sure you're horizontal, line it up with the edge of the paper to make sure that happens. Okay, so there's my room. So no matter what you do, you're either drawing normal. So like, let's say I wanna put a picture back here. Okay, I'm just gonna put a big, here's a frame. So it's gonna be horizontal. I'm gonna put a big frame up here of artwork. I've got it hanging above my bed. And this, it's gonna be drawn normal, horizontal and vertical, right? Now, anything on the side walls or on the floor or on the ceiling is gonna go back to the point. So instead of having it horizontal, this is gonna go back to the point. So this is a square on the back wall. This is a square on the side of the wall. Remember, to create that illusion, we have to have everything getting smaller as it gets to that point. Now this, you can see, this is the side wall, but this is the same as a back wall because you're turning into that room. So let's put some baseboards on here. If you've got baseboards, there's that vanishing point. Line it up and then draw the baseboard. Now the baseboard in the back is going to be normal. So it's just going to go horizontal across the page, right? And then the baseboard on this side is going to go to the vanishing point. So I'm going to draw that baseboard and then it goes over there. Now that turns the corner here. So that baseboard is now going to be drawn normal horizontally. So that's how you create that illusion. All right, now let's say I want to put flooring. Maybe first I want to put in a rug. Okay, I'm going to put in a curved rug here. And then it's got, just for fun, there's some there. Maybe it's got circles on it. Some sort of pattern, decorative pattern in there. Okay. But then let's say it's on a wood floor. All my wood floor planks are going to go to that vanishing point. So I'm going to line it up, okay? And I'm going to draw. So there's my wood flooring. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. There's the vanishing point. There's my wood flooring. I drew my rug first so I wouldn't have to erase my mess ups because I'm using a Sharpie. Always use a pencil. So there I have my wood flooring in underneath. And then if you wanted to put the little lines to separate, because there's, you know, sometimes the wood flooring can't go all the way. There's got these, and maybe it's got nails holding it down. You know, you can just keep going with detail and detail and detail, taking your time. And of course, I'm going to extend my wood flooring. We're going to have the same flooring throughout this house. And it's just going to go into that other room. And maybe there's some more, you know, the little floors. Then I can start adding details, works. Let's put a light on. Well, the side of my light is going to go back to that vanishing point. This side of the light is going to go back to the vanishing point, okay? And then, of course, this is just drawn normal, which is horizontal. This one's just drawn normal, which is horizontal. And then this would be vertical. I could take it. Here's my little lights to make it shiny. Okay, so you can just keep going and going and going. The only thing you need to remember is if it's on the back wall, draw it normal. If it's on the side walls, everything that is normally horizontal is going to be going back to that vanishing point. That's the key, is the vanishing point. So if it's on the sides or if it's going to the floor, everything goes back to the vanishing point. All right, I can't wait to see all of your creative images in your drawings, unique buildings and bedrooms. So go ahead and try it in one point perspective. Can't wait to see your art. Bye.